Hi everyone. Today I just want to do a quick little overview and first impression of my new rod and reel. And this rod and reel combo is the Abu Garcia Max X combo. Now, probably in my last video, you probably saw that I was using a Max X, or I'd say to a Black Max. It's a standard Black Max, from the ones before 2020, all that kind of stuff. And I decided that in my best interest, I would pick up a 7-foot, medium heavy, fast action rod. And my choice in that was actually so I could start fishing heavier lures like this little football swing head jig, and also just any other kind of jig, because I had a medium 6'6" before this, and I really love that. I love it for what is it, swim jigs. I love it for spinner baits. What's it? Especially what is it? Bladed jigs like the slobber knocker. I really love it for that. Easily one of my favorite things. But I didn't have a rod that had the the hook setting power, or the, I guess what you could call it, the stiffness behind it, and this fast action tip that I could just rely on to not like kind of sponge out on me when I'm setting the hook as and I need to. For the line that I'm using with this, actually, I'm using again the Cajun fishing line from Zedco. I just thought it was really cool because it was on discount and it's red and it looks really awesome. But to get into the specifics now of this rod, and actually why I specifically chose it over things like the Ugly Stick carbon rod combo, or like the Quantum casting series, or even like, what is it, the Matsuo Red series. I chose this for one because it has a really nice, center of balance, which I think when it's like fully loaded up with gear and everything, it's not perfectly in where you want it, but for like the budget combo, it kind of sits right in front, so it's a little bit easy kind of just to have that neutral or non-neutral kind of forward tipsiness, which I actually like. Because when I have my rod out, I usually have it kind of stuck into my forearm here, so I can just gently jig it up and down. And I usually also fishing a lot of time, just with the rod down, just dragging my jigs along the bottom of the water. So that little front-facing or front-forward center of mass is actually pretty nice. A couple other features of the rod: it has this nice kind of rubberized grip here. I know people are complaining about it falling apart a little bit, but I'm not having that problem too much yet, so, You can also see that there's a pretty cool little exposed rod length there, so a little extra sensitivity for us people that are fishing on the bottom. And this makes it nice in the hands, especially when you're just kind of palming it. However, I mean, it's really, I'll get into it in a moment, it's really comfy to palm this. Another nice thing, a new upgrade from the standard Max X, is you get this lovely, nice, fully, outfitted little butt section for setting the hook. And I love it. It's terrific. Getting over to the reel, moreover, and then back over to the rod. This reel is pretty much completely redesigned from Abu Garcia. Actually, I'll take this camera and we'll move it over so you can see this. I don't know how to change this. Well, we're gonna do it this way. As you can see, they've changed the matte and the kind of glossy finish. You can see the gloss is on the outside and the matte is on the inside. The biggest change compared to the classic, I'm talking about the old one, the old Black Max, is that you get these nice, big, beefy, reel handles. I really love it. And the subtle change compared to the standard Black Max is actually you get these a little wider. I think it's like a couple of millimeters or two, wider grip, so you can really just crank down on those fish. So I like that. It's a nice little change. The star drag is not clicking, but personally, I never liked star drag and clicking ones because I like being able to really dial it in, not have to worry about it. And same goes with the spool tension knob. It's not clicking. It's nice and smooth, very buttery, and the reel itself is a 5-bearing reel. I wouldn't say it's bad or anything. I think it reels very smoothly. It's like any other kind of mid to, almost what you call a mid to intermediate high end. That's what it feels like. The brakes on this is just a standard, magnetic braking. You twist it on there and the magnets get closer to the spool. You twist it off and the magnets go away from the spool. I run pretty low brakes, so I'm kind of stuck to nice short little casts, but I like that because it makes it easy on me. I don't have to like really swing my rod a long ways. A couple things with just ergonomics is that palming this is really fun because there's a lot of nice little nooks and crannies that you can stick your fingers into when you're palming it, and it's just perfect for for one. This here is great for putting these 2 fingers in, and then you have this really interesting kind of beefy section right here where you can put your middle finger, and then you put your ring finger kind of in this little crevice back here, and then you just put your your pointer finger up kind of by the rod, and then you have about 2 fingers coming in contact with the rod blank, and then you just have the standard kind of like just thumb on the top of the spool to help keep that line nice and tight. So overall, it's just very comfy. Like the heaviness of the rod, you just don't even notice it because of just how good of a grip you can get on this reel and rod. It's just amazing. I love it. And I'm gonna finish off just kind of by talking about the rest of the rod up here. Comes just with your standard kind of stainless steel little line guides. It's pretty easy to tell here. I'm gonna see if I can focus. I don't think it's gonna focus. There it is. You can kind of see it. I'm gonna keep on trying this until I get it. I really want you guys to see this. There we go. All right, you can kind of see it's still just an insert style, but I haven't ran into any issues. I was running braid with this before, but I didn't want to do anymore because I was getting some pretty nasty noises from it. And I just went over to this nice amount of filament because I like the stretch. The rest of the guides are the same way. There's nothing crazy special about it. It's all just kind of universally, your normal kind of intermediate combo setup. Pricing. I'm going to talk about that quick. I believe when I picked this up, this was $89.99. From where I was buying it from, I was an employee, so I got my personal discount, so I got it for cheap. So yeah, that's kind of the main reason I have bought it, but it's just mostly because this entire rod is just an upgrade. It's a lovely upgrade from the standard Black Max, and I really do think that a lot of people out there should try the Max X series from their standard Black Maxes, because there's a lot of features here on that you just do not get on the standard Black Max. And I'll just kind of run over finally what you get. You get a new color, you get a new reel, you get a new rod butt, you get a new grip, you get reinforced line guides that don't pop out as easily, you get a new reel grip, you get these nice ones, slightly change ergonomics to suit kind of the middle to smaller size hands like mine, and you just get the same classic speed kind of holder for your hooks. And it's a really good intermediate kind of fishing setup. Is it as good as Shimano or Daiwa reels? Is it good as those Fenwick's and St. Croix rods? No, but you're paying a good price for really good performance, and I really love that about Abu Garcia. Everything I've ever bought from them has been great quality for a great price, and I really think you guys should try this. So I really hope everyone here has a great rest of your day, night, evening, wherever you are, and go catch some fish.